Welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who are coming back to the channel, we have viewed previous videos. Thank you so much for tuning back in. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when I post, you'll be the first person to know. For those new to the channel, my name is Patrick Tawia Matope, and on this channel, I do post content around social work or about social work, as well as social care related topics or themes, really. Um, First and foremost, before I jump in today's video, I just want to put a disclaimer to say I don't claim to be a guru in social work or a social care field, in terms of me posting these videos, but these are just, information which I've got from self-directed learning as well as from my own experiences and experience of those close to me, basically. So, and my hope or belief is that somebody else out there will learn one or two things from these videos. Hence, the reason why I have the energy to actually post this information. And I always tell people that for me to be where I am, I've been supported and helped by other people. So I believe in doing the same to others. And I hope these videos will be a learning platform for one or two people. In as much as one or two people might learn something from this, I'll be happy because that's the essence of why I do what I'm doing, really. All right, so jumping into today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about, or I'm going to talk in response to a question which one of the supported support workers sent to me via inbox on my LinkedIn page. Their question was, what resources can support workers use when supporting young persons in supported accommodation? Right, so I've gone out of my way to find out or to come up with about 10 of things that I think can actually be done. I think I've actually more than 10, really. So you will find by the end of this video what it is that I'm going to be sharing with you in terms of supporting support workers when they support young people in supported accommodation. Right, so the question was, what resources can support workers use when supporting young persons in supported accommodation? And there are many, a variety of reasons, a variety of resources, really, which support workers can actually make use of to make sure that they are effective in their role as support workers to these young persons in supported accommodation. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you attend relevant training and workshops. In terms of relevant training and workshops, it could be trainings delivered by your agency or workshops or webinars which are offered on other platforms. Remember, you don't need to be paying money for some of these webinars or training or platforms. Some of them, they're actually free. If you go to Eventbrite, there will be many resources that you can actually attend on how you can manage somebody with ADHD, how you can manage a young person with ASD, all those kind of things. There are many free resources which are out there on many platforms that you can access. So you need to make sure that you own your learning journey. It's your own learning journey, so you need to own it actually by making sure that you attend relevant training sessions, workshops, webinars related to supported living, disability support, as well as mental health, so that you can be provided with up-to-date information that you can use in your daily work. It's also important to note that there will be more important practical skills that you can also learn from attending training and webinars and workshops, really. And remember, you can also get networking opportunities there, which you might use later on in your career, really. So that's point number one. Point number two is to make sure that you ground yourself in government guidelines and policies and you read them. You are aware of what it is that supported living accommodation providers do provide, or what is your role and all that. So you need to familiarize yourself with the local as well as national guidelines and policies related to supported living. These documents, they do outline best practices legal requirements as well as safety protocols. When it comes to safety protocols, we are talking about, for example, the missing protocol. We are talking about, for example, the medicines control protocol to make sure that all medicine needs to be within a in a locked up space. Or for those which are refrigerated, they need to be refrigerated at certain temperatures according to the prescribers really. So you need to make sure that you are in line, you are in touch with government guidelines as well as policies as well. Point number 3 is to make sure that care plans and individual assessments are there for young people. And when they are there, they are not just there for display, they are there for you to read and know how best you can support those young people. Remember, each and every young person has got an individualized care plan and individual assessment. So you need to be reading these and to understand what it is that you are there to support that young person with. So you need to make sure that these care plans and individual assessments, they are regularly reviewed in terms of the work that is being progressed with that particular young person. Because, remember at the end of the day, these documents are, like I said, they're not just there for display, but they do provide insights into specific needs of those particular young people, as well as the goals for those particular young people and their preferences, so that when you interact with them and when you engage them in key work sessions, you know exactly what you need to be progressing. And remember, your recordings needs to actually speak to the care plan for that particular young person. Moving on to point number 4, it's also important for you to belong to professional organizations, not only organizations which deal with workers' rights, for example, Unison or GMB or whatever it is which is out there, but I'm talking of professional organizations like, for example, Skills for Care or National Care Association. Subscribe to their newsletter, subscribe to their magazines, and get to read those as they send them weekly to you, and you keep yourself abreast with what's going on in the field, what's going on in the industry as well. These resources, they do offer you opportunities to network, events to attend, and access to industry experts, and for you to know exactly what it is that is happening currently in the field of supported living accommodation or in social care in general. Yeah, the other thing also, point number 5 is that you need to make sure that you are a friend of the internet. Play with the internet, where you can access online resources, websites, which can aid your learning really, which can aid your self-directed learning aspect. So that's another very important point. Point number 6, you need to subscribe to Skills for Care and regularly check their website to make sure that you can get some free e-learning courses, any toolkits, direct work sheets, key work sessions, suggestions that you can also take up from there, and many other resources that you can also get from Skills for Care really. And then the other one is also Social Care Institute for Excellence. This one is abbreviated as SCIE. They offer practical guides in terms of key work support sessions. They offer research articles that you can also read, best practice examples of how you can manage conflict, how you can manage difficult behaviors for young people, and all those kind of things. You'll find these resources on their website. And then the other one that you can also check on as a support as a support worker is the Health and Safety Executive website, the HSE website. This is where you get guidance on health and safety in care settings. So this is really, really important for you to be checking as well. And remember to also check, number 9, to check the local authority website of the local authority where you are living, because there are many, many, many specific resources that you can also get from local authority websites by just merely checking on there. Pointers on key work sessions, pointers on how you can manage issues to do with the needs that they are presenting with. If it could be issues around county lines and all that, there's free trainings that you can also attend if you are an affiliated organization to your local authority, because remember, local authority is the placing authority for some of the young people that are placed in your setting really. I remember at my workplace, I've attended many trainings with support workers from various agencies across the local authority that I'm working for. So you need to be checking your local authority website for specific resources as well as support which is available in your area. So it's not only about specific resources that you can attend, that you can also access in terms of training, but also available support resources which are available, which are local to your area, so that when you have a young person presenting with specific risks or specific needs, you know exactly where to direct them or how to best support them, really. Point number 10, peer support and supervision. This is really important. Make sure that you get your supervision with your line manager on a monthly basis, and you don't necessarily need to wait for the month for you to have your personal supervision, but you can always check in with your manager if you're not clear on anything, or if you want to ask anything that you are not clear of. You have gone on the internet, you haven't found what you are looking for, always ask. And if there's a situation that arises that you're not clear on how you can handle it, also make sure that you ask. In terms of peer support, it also helps you to share experiences with your colleagues, learn from others, and receive guidance from others as well. So that's really important. Make sure that you involve yourself or you register with the local library where you can get books and journals, read relevant books, journals on topics such as disability studies, mental health, person-centered care. You learn various approaches to supporting young people as well. You stay informed of the current things which are going on within the social care field as well. That's really important. It actually helps you to provide high quality care at the end of the day, so you need to be mindful of that. And then the next point, which is point number 12, is around community resources. You need to connect yourself with the community organizations, charities which are local to your area, advocacy groups, so that when you've got young people who are, for example, intending to volunteer in a charity shop or whatever it is, you already have those connections with those people. They need to know who you are, so that it will be easy for you. If you turn up with the young person that you are supporting, they would actually help you quite easily. And remember, there is also technological tools which are there, AI and whatever it is that you can use these days to get information from. But remember, at the end of the day, it doesn't give you accurate information. Sometimes it's about you knowing exactly what you are looking for in terms of that. And then point number 14, another important point to mention of is the fact that mobile apps, there are some mobile apps that you can also use. For example, where a young person English is not their first language, you can use some mobile apps to translate whatever they are saying, so that you can have a purposeful conversation with them. So remember, there are some mobile apps that can also help you not only translate information but also learn languages. Remember, the moment you show a young person that you're working with that you are eager to learn their language, you easily connect with them and they'll be able to open up with you, and it will be easier for you to engage them in keyword sessions and actually progress the work that you need to be doing. So with those few points, I hope somebody has learned, grabbed 1 or 2 points. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that when I post, you'll be the first person to know, and then you can watch and share with others. Thank you so much.